Okay, so I didn't do Bible Hub. I did Bible Gateway. And I also did Gateway. Obviously. But yeah. I'm just gonna do the Bible before the King James Version. so I can actually remember. I think it's Geneva? Yeah, Geneva Bible. But yeah, this is to prove. Yeah, it's just for the video. So before I read, which today I'm on, it's the 15th, so I'm on Luke 6, which has the Beatitudes in it. But yeah, this is on the need for different Bible translations, right? There's only a few that I'm like, TPT, the Message, and there's one more, I can't remember what it is, right? But there's a need for more than just the King James Version. No one speaks like that anymore. And my thing is, are you helping teach people how to understand the King James Version? Because there are King James Version elitists. They're like, if it's not King James Version, it sucks. It's wrong, right? I actually class this in the, if it's not Daggerfall, it sucks. Daggerfall is, of course, a game from Elder Scrolls. Even, okay, so, but even, anyway, even the Gideons had, they're like, well, you know, we want a more English-fied version of the King James Version Bible that people can actually kind of understand. That's where they get the ESV Bible. They actually hand them out. I've actually found one in a thrift shop or a church shop. Yeah. So, yeah. Like, there's only a few, as I said, that I don't recommend. The TPT. And I'm going to show you why, if I could. Oh, it's under here. Of course. Let me see what. NASB, I don't recommend either. Because I'm like. Let me see if it was the 15th for this one. Never read it, I could be sad now. I think it's here. Yeah. Romans 8:26 in the NASB, which I'm assuming is New American Standard Bible. I'm assuming. I have no idea. This is my guess. It says, now in the same way, the Spirit also helps our weakness, for we do not know what to pray for as we should. I'm not kidding here. That's what it says. And of course, my phone will be a pain in the butt. Let me see if I can find. Here's a TPT Bible. And I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Okay, this is Hebrews 4:15, and I'm going to do the Hebrews 4:15 in ESV, which I believe Hebrews is for James. Actually, it is. Wait, where's that? 4:15. Let me read 4:15. Oh, I forgot I have that in here. Wait. Oh, wait. 4:15? Yeah, 4:15. Okay. ESV says, 4:15. Wait. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to. Wait. For we do not have a high priest who is unable to sympathize with our weakness, but one who, in every respect, has been tempted as we are, yet without sin. This one says, he understands humanity, for as a man or magnificent king priest was tempted in every way, just as we are, and conquered sin. You can tell the TPT is legit a mortal wrote Bible, and of what I think this means. Or let me, I really don't like that. I really just don't like that. I really don't. I just do not. Sorry, but I do not. Right? It's like that changes every word of the passage, right? And like, what I do recommend is NIV. I really do. What's the one I read for? No, Roman. It's 8:26. Let me see what it says in Romans 8:26 for here. By the way, I'm on Jonah 3. If y'all wondering, because I've read Jonah 4, but I have never got to read Jonah 1, 2, or 3, because I missed those 3 sermons. Because I wasn't going to church then. I started to go to church on, I think it's going on, what? October, November, December, January, almost 5 months. So, yeah. Romans 8:26. You're the one that needs an intervention. Okay. In the same way, the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We do not know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit Himself intercedes for us through wordless groans. I like that, right? It doesn't change a whole bunch. Like, only like an just so you can understand it, right? What's 8:26 in here say? Did I read it? I have no idea. I think 8:26. 8:26. Wait, I'm not even on. Oh wait. Wow. I'm in. Is it Corinthians? I think it's Corinthians. I've always heard it Corinthians, so. And of course, I got to read. Okay, it says, likewise, the Spirit helps us in our weakness, for we do not know what to pray for as we ought, but the Spirit Himself intercedes with us with groanings too deep for words. And this is my church Bible now. It's an IV Bible. I like it. You can actually go, oh, it's not too far off. I don't have a King James Version Bible with me, and here they're in another room. I have a room where I have stack my Bibles up. So, yeah. But there is a thing. Here's the thing. If you want original Bible, you want the Geneva Bible. Okay? The Bible for the King James Version refers to a series of English translations preceded with the beginning of the 1600s. The Geneva Bible. I've actually read the Geneva Bible. Because I have it on a Bible app. The Geneva Bible, sometimes known by the... I cannot pronounce this word at all. So, Bridges Bible is one of the most historically significant translations of the Bible in English language. And it was published before the King James Version. So if you want original Bible, Geneva. Right? I mean, yeah, I can understand the King James Version, but here's the thing. All the people who are like, if it's not the King James Version, it sucks. Are y'all helping the younger generation understand it? Or do y'all not understand it and you're like, well, this is what I grew up with, so it's obviously right? I'm assuming it's the latter. I assume that you don't help. Me, at least I give an attempt when I read the King James Version Bible. Do I have a King James Version Bible in here? I have Do I? No. Or do I? No, this is my hymns of grace. Oh, if I could find... I could look up something, but yeah. But yeah, at least I attempt to help. Are y'all doing that? Are y'all who are like, if it's not KJ version, it sucks. I don't care if it like is English side version, it sucks. That's how I'm looking at this. And my God, I know a lot of the older generation that grew up. Actually, you know what's funny? The reason I got an NLT Bible is because of an older gentleman that used to go to my church, the church I go to, said that's a good study Bible. And you would this dude, grandpa, senior citizen, meaning grew up with the King James Version Bible, right? I think the NIV Bible is a good one too, because like it does. Okay, so like for not Jude, but Jonah 3, it has like okay, A. Let's go. Okay, so 5, right? The engulfing waters threatened me, or waters were at my throat, right? See, honestly, we have a need nowadays for different translations of Bibles. You know, whichever one, honestly, that you can understand, it helps you understand the translation, go for it. I have my set ones. I've always had King James Version and NLT. I might get every man's Bible for NIV. I'm gonna. Oh, but I don't want to have to deal with the Melsos being crappy at this time of year because of storms or some crap, right? But yeah, we have a need for different translations, right? Now, the Beatitudes for Luke 6. Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you who are hungry now, you shall be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you shall laugh. Blessed are you when people hate you, and when they exclude you, and revile you, and spurn your name as evil, on account of the Son of Man. Rejoice in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for so the fathers did to the prophets. Right? You know, and even, let's go to Matthew 5, too, you know? And honestly, ESV, like, if you want King James Version, but you want without all the thous, those, and all that, because people don't know what that means. There's no one alive that knows what that means. They don't speak it. I mean, I kind of do. Just to confuse people. I mean, anyway. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. By the way, I get the reason for, like, Matthew, Mark, and Luke having some of the same stuff, because it's a different perspective of how each of the authors remembered it. Honestly, that's why. And that's how I can go, hey, you know what? It's okay. It's okay, God. I get a different perspective of this. Yeah? Blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. And by the way, yes, it does have that stupid... The Greek word for sons refers to sons and daughters. Oh God. Also, this has... See Leviticus, blah, blah, blah. Okay. It's a New Testament. How am I to see Leviticus? Right? Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Okay, I read that. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when others revile you, and persecute you, and utter all kinds of evil against you, falsely on my account. Rejoice, be exceeding glad, for your reward is great in heaven, for so they persecuted the prophets who were before you. Right? I like that. If you want a King James version, but more understandable, like, okay, it doesn't have all the old English, ESV, right? Honestly, NIV I like. I do, right? I grew up with King James version also, but I went with the languages in it, you know. Oh wait, I just told a lie. Because guess what? I always keep in my pants. I'm wearing uh, God, the pajama bottoms. I lied. I have a King James version right here. Right? Let me give you an example of this, you know? For the earnest expectations that people don't know what earnest like really means. People don't know what, like, you know, right? Let me get okay. Doth. People like, you know, thou, though, wiltest, right? People may not know what that means. You know, saith. And this one, it's but that ye may know that the Son of Man hath power on earth to forgive sins. He saith to the sick of the palsy, I say unto thee. Like, in people like, you're gonna be like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Right? That's where things like ESV, NIV, you know, NLT, for example, come along to go, oh, you know, and says it in a way that, oh, okay, right? Now, if I want, I could do a series for King James Version of, okay, this is what this word means. This is what this means to help y'all understand it, because I'm an elitist, so I'm free to, well, so I'm free to do it, right? Oh, want to know something interesting about the front of one of the Bible things I have? I'm not gonna dox the church, but it says KJV for that. Pretty cool, huh? We should be on, if Zach is preaching, we should be on 4. If he's going by the thing, we should be on 4:13 to 17. Which is boasting about tomorrow, according to this one. But yeah, like, there is a need for it, man. There's a need. Straight up, there is a need for this. Okay? Actually, no, I want to read this in the morning before church. And then afternoon read in the ESV Bible. I should do. Where's this? Oh. I should have a caffeine drink. Haven't put another tank on the water yet. Someone have this. Because I need this. This will fill me up and give me the caffeine I need. I don't feel like eating right now. So, yeah, we have a need for different translations. So, you know, so people won't go, okay, I don't know what this means. Screw it. Right? raise their hands up and go, screw it, for the Bible. And honestly, it's a good thing to have. It's a good thing, right? So, yeah, there is a need for this. There is a need for this, for different translations. But I digress. Anyway, this has been ACK/JYK official. Saying God bless and peace. God's force. Who be against us. And don't lie yourself. We must boil war. Colossians 2, verse 8.